Hello students, this is SM Mali, lecturer, Department of Statistics, Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belagavi. Welcome you all in my fifth lecture on index numbers. In the previous lecture, we solved the examples on index numbers. In this lecture, we are going to solve few more 5 marks questions on index numbers. Today's first example is calculate the weighted geometric mean index number from the following data. Here data is given as items A, B, C, D and E. Expenses are given, that is 25, 10, 15, 10, 50. P0 and P1, that is base year price and current year price, are given. So in the solution, first we are going to consider the expenses as the weights, that is W. Then base year price P0, current year price P1. Then we need to find the price relatives, that is P equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. That is 220 divided by 120 into 100. If you simplify this, then we will get the answer as 183.3. Similarly, 80 divided by 40 into 100 will get 200. 300 divided by 100 into 100 we will get 300. Then 200 divided by 100 into 100 we will get 200. And the last one, 500 divided by 300 into 100 we will get 166.67. Then we need to find the log of p values, that is log of 183.3 we will get 2.2632. Then log of 200 we will get 2.3010. Log of 300 we will get 2.4771. Then log of 200 again we will get 2.3010. And the last one, log of 166.67 we will get 2.2219. Then we require W into log P. W, that is second column, expenses, into log P, that we have calculated just, that is 25 into 2.2632 we will get 56.58. The next is 10 into 2.3010 we will get 23.010. Then 15 into 2.4771 we will get 37.1565. Next is 10 into 2.3010 we will get 23.010. And the last is 50 into 2.2219 we will get 111.095. Then we require the total of these W into log P. If we add 56.58, then 23.010, 37.1565, 23.010 and 111.095, we will get summation W log P as 250.8515. Also we required summation W. If we add the expenses values, we will get summation W as 110. Then we have the weighted geometric mean index number formula, that is P01 equal to NT log of summation log P upon summation W. That is NT log of summation W log P, here it is 250.8515 divided by summation W is 110. Simplify the bracketed quantity, you will get antilog of 2.2805. Then from the antilogarithmic table, find the antilog of 0.2805. We will get 1907, and then give the decimal point after 2 plus 1, that is 3 digits. So our weighted geometric mean index number is 190.7. Then we have the second question, that is calculate last year's price index number for the following data. Here the data is given, items are given, then price in 2004 is given, price in 2006 is given, and expenditure in 2004 is given. Here 2004 is a base year, 2006 is a current year. Then price in 2004 we are going to denote as P0. Price in 2006, that is current year, we are going to denote as P1. Then expenditure in base year, that is 2004, it is denoted by E0, which is nothing but P0 into Q0. Then here base year quantities we have to find, that is Q0, which is equal to expenditure in base year divided by price in base year, that is Q0 equal to P0 Q0 divided by P0, that is P0 get cancelled and remaining is Q0. The first calculation you can observe, that is 30 divided by 5, you will get 6. Similarly 16 divided by 4 we will get 4, 48 divided by 6 we will get 8, 72 divided by 8 we will get 9, and 4 divided by 2 we will get 2. Then we need to find P1 into Q0, that is current year price into base year quantity. That is 7 into 6 we will get 42, 3 into 4 you will get 12, 8 into 8 you will get 64, then 10 into 9 you will get 90, and the last is 1 into 2 you will get 2. We need to find the total of P1 into Q0, that is summation P1 Q0. If you add P1 Q0 values, that is 42 plus 12 plus 64 plus 90 plus 2, we will get 210. Also we need to add the P0 Q0 values, that is 30 plus 16 plus 48 plus 72 plus 4, then we will get summation P0 Q0 as 170. Then we have the last year's price index number formula, that is P01 of last year's, which is equal to summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. Here P1 Q0 is 210 divided by summation P0 Q0 is 170 into 100. If we simplify further, then we will get the last year's price index number as 123.53. Then come to the third question, that is compute suitable index number from the following data. Here the data is given as commodities are given, then P1, that is current year price is given, P0, that is base year price is given, and Q1 is given, that is current year quantities. Here current year quantities are given, and as we know that in PASSI's price index number we are using the current year quantities as weights, means suitable index number here it is PASSI's price index number. Then in the solution we need to add the columns, that is P0 into Q1 and P1 into Q1. First we will see the calculation of P0 into Q1. P0 Q1, that is 5 into 30 will get 150, 3 into 15 that is 45, 4 into 18 you will get 72, 2 into 10 you will get 20. If you add this, we will get summation P0 Q1 equal to 287. Similarly, P1 into Q1, that is 6 into 30, we will get 180. Next is 4 into 15, we will get 60. Next 5 into 18, we will get 90. And the last is 2 into 10, we will get 20. Then if we add all P1 Q1 values, then we will get summation P1 Q1 as 350. Therefore, the passes price index number is P01 of passes equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 into 100, which is equal to summation P1 Q1 is 350 divided by summation P0 Q1 is 287 into 100. Therefore, the passes price index number is 121.95. Then we have the fourth question, that is compute Fisher's price index number from the following data. Here data is given as the base year price and expenditure are given. In the current year, price and expenditure are given. Then in the solution, base year price is denoted by P0, base year expenditure is denoted by E0, that is equal to P0 into Q0. In the current year, price is denoted by P1 and expenditure is denoted by E1, which is equal to P1 into Q1. Here base year and current year quantities are not given, that we have to find. First we will find the base year quantities, that is Q0, which is equal to P0 Q0 divided by P0, that is 25 divided by 5, we will get 5. 10 divided by 1, we will get 10. Then 16 divided by 4, we will get 4. And the last is 40 divided by 2, we will get 20. Similarly, we need to find the current year quantities, that is Q1 equal to P1 Q1 divided by P1. The first calculation is 60 divided by 10, we will get 6. Similarly, 24 divided by 2, we will get 12. 40 divided by 8, we will get 5. And the last is 75 divided by 5, we will get 15. Then we need to find P0 into Q1. P0, that is base year price, into Q1, that is current year quantity. That is 5 into 6, you will get 30. 1 into 12, you will get 12. 4 into 5, you will get 20. And 2 into 15, we will get 30. Similarly, we need to find P1 into Q0, that is current year price into base year quantity. The first calculation is 10 into 5 is 20. Then 2 into 2 into 10, you will get 20. Then 8 into 4, you will get 32. Then 5 into 20, you will get 100. Then we required summation P0 Q1. Add all P0 Q1 values, we will get summation P0 Q1 as 92. Similarly, we required summation P1 Q0. Add all P1 Q0 values, we will get summation P1 Q0 as 202. Similarly, we require summation P0 Q0. So all E0 values if we added, then we will get summation P0 Q0 as 91. Also we required summation P1 Q1. Here add all E1 values, we will get summation P1 Q1 as 199. Then we have the Fisher's price index number formula, that is P01 of Fisher's is equal to square root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 outside the bracket multiply by 100, which is equal to, put all the totals which I have calculated in the previous table, you will get square root of 202 divided by 91 into 199 divided by 92 into 100. Simplify further, you will get square root of 202 divided by 91, you will get 2.2198 into 199 divided by 92, you will get 2.1630 into 100. Then multiply the square root quantities, you will get square root of 4.8014 into 100. Then take the square root, you will get 2.1912 into 100. Therefore, the Fisher's price index number is 219.12. Then we have the next fifth question as compute Kelly's price index number for the following data. Here price in 2010 and price in 2012 are given. 2010 is a base year and 2012 is a current year. Then quantities of consumption are given, which is irrespective of base year and current year, which is commonly denoted by Q. Then you can observe in the answer, price in 2010 is denoted by P0 because it is a base year. Then price in current year is denoted by P1, and quantities of consumption, which I told, that is irrespective of the base year and current year, so which is commonly denoted by Q. Then we need to find P0 into Q, that is 10 into 20 you will get 200, 16 into 15 you will get 240, 9 into 10 you will get 90, 11 into 25 you will get 275. Similarly, P1 into Q, that is current year price into Q, you will get 12 into 20 as 240, 18 into 15 equal to 270, 10 into 10 you will get 100, and the last is 14 into 25 you will get 350. Then we need to add P0Q values, you will get summation P0Q. If you added 200 plus 240 plus 90 plus 275, you will get 805. Similarly, if you add P1Q values, that is 240 plus 270 plus 100 plus 350, you will get summation P1Q equal to 960. Then we have the Kelly's price index number formula, that is P01 of Kelly's is equal to summation P1Q divided by summation P0Q into 100, which is equal to summation P1Q is 960 divided by summation P0Q is 805 into 100. If we simplify further, then we will get Kelly's price index number as 119.25. So these are some 5-mark questions. In the next class, we will continue with again some 5-mark questions on index number, price index number or quantity index number or value index number. Thank you.